yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6.
Check it back, check it back. Check nickel.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll go with Darius Geis, who missed all of 2018 with injury. 17 yards that time at a Washington first. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Mike's 57. 57's Mike. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Here we go. 57's the Mike. 57.
From midfield now, Haskins. Finding his target, it's Cody Latimer. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 28.
Let's go.
Now Haskins on first down. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Washington Redskins, first down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. A carry for Bryce Love, the 4th-rounder from Stanford. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Bryce Love, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point good by Hopkins, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That, too.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Here we go, son. 6, Mike 56.
After the penalty, it's Bell. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There was absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
On 2nd down, it's Bell.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. And that will be incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. The kick by Marr is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. It's that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quentin Williams able to record his 5th sack of the season. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The sack by Jordan Willis.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Jordan Jenkins, that's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
This is fielded at the 27. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Well, first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from the Motor City, and it's the Cowboys that have moved out to an early advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. Stays on his feet. That good for 22 and a 1st down. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
He's coming. We got double up. Now, lady. Hey, high 7. Block.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
Man, 80. Check 9. Joker. Man, 80. Jim.
lose yardage back at the 38. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Hey, exit. Check. Lady. Motion.
Third and long, it's Darnold. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Following the penalty, it's Geis. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss.
Ready. And read.
Let him know.
Now a run with Peterson. 9 yards on the pickup, but even after that, they're left with a 3rd and very long.
Now's a good chunk of yardage picked up there, and the big fella, sometimes he doesn't need a whole lot of space created. He can make his own way.
Ready. 33. Check flight 33. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still
Play action. Haskins. Then Latimer's got it. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And the Washington Redskins first down.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. He gets it to Thomas. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
It's easy work when it's coming to you.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now a handoff. Geis going right.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Gain of 3 brings up 3rd and 3.
Here we go. Run it. That's what I do. Kill. Check it out, read. Shift. Watch the shift. Go.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Let him go by a little too easily there.
Well, that's what we saw on film, isn't it? His head goes down oftentimes when he goes to punch, when he's trying to block. And when you do that, you can't see your target. He went right past him and made the play.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Here's Bell. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Delaney, switch it.
From the 50, it's Darnold. And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now it's Haskins. Haskins hit, and he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
A 1st down carry for Bell, but he'll work forward for only about a yard. Sean Davis that time on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold. This one caught by Crowder. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Check 37. Ready. Watch the whip. 61. Matchbox lights. 50. Mike's 50. Let's go, defense.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check.
On 2nd and 7, Darnold looking for the end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
Let's go, D. Here we go. 50. Mike. Hey, box drop. Let him bring it. Let's go, Mike. 50. Mike, 50.
Here's Darnold. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. On play action, Haskins. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins get the quick strike touchdown.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more of going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
I'm coming after you. Waiting. 50's the mark. 50's the mark. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. 50's the mark. 50's the mark. Coming.
Back to throw, Darnold. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
I got him. Red 80. Show it up.
Darnold now to throw. He's going to look deep for Perriman. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
3rd and 10 wasn't going to be easy. Now after the holding penalty, they have to deal with a 3rd and 20. Darnold from the gun. And it's caught by Herndon. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6. Watch the slack. Watch the lady. Watch the slack. Check 3.
Darnold to throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Now Darnold, flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
You got tape. You got tape.
This time they stay on the ground, and they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go.
Final play of the half. It's Haskins. Slings this deep from McLaurin. They've got his man complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach. Okay, so he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll give it to the first option. That's their fullback. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
There's a lot of good on that play when we see the big fella taking a rumble into the secondary. But how about the big part of it, taking care of the football? He doesn't carry it very often, but when he does, he's got to make sure that he doesn't get it popped free. Unlike Mike Tolbert in Super Bowl 50, carrying the ball popped free, turnover, and it hurt his team.
On first down, it's Haskins. And Thomas has it. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 13-yard line.
That's another.
And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Haskins to throw. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's two schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
Now Bell gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. He's going to fire one deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. That goes for a gain of 31. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
He's going to look deep for Perriman. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Darnold now, he's hit on just 5 of 15 throws, a poor percentage, but it's 1st and 10. Bell. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll go again with Bell. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Here's Darnold. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal, the lone man in the backfield, Le'Veon Bell. They get it to him running left. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. Darnold. And Darnold, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
so you wonder what's going on in that head right about now. That's 2 missed field goals for him now, and this one should have been no problem.
For an NFL kicker, you're thinking 97, 98% from this distance, and this one somehow fails to go through. And that's 3 points you just absolutely have to count on getting.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Redskins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack on 1st down, Haskins. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. How good has he been throwing the football, though? Despite that incompletion, that's just the 3rd time he's been off target this entire game.
And, Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot, and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident when you're trying to defend, it makes you slower to the football, and it leads to more completions for them.
Drop deep, drop deep. 50 set, go. Set. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quentin Williams able to record his 5th sack of the season.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
This is taken at the 15. A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
50's the mark. Watch the pass. Hey, Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Let's go. Let's go.
Hey, Delta.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Watch the run. Watch the run. Hey, watch it. Watch it. Check three.
To throw again on 2nd down. Darnold. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Darnold now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Check cross. Hey, no, look, we got Mike 50. Mike 50, huh? Hey, let's get in them holes. Watch out.
Now it's Darnold. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Brashad Perriman, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Big play coming now for the Jets as they'll set up to go for 2.
Alert, alert. 3 down.
Again, Darnold into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. They'll run on 1st down. Bell. 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And this is caught. So they took a chance, but they are back within a single point here in the 4th. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you, and make sure they touch it.
Let's go. 7 ending. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Go. Hey, Joe, 57, Mike 57. Get your swarm on.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Haskins got an open man. It's Foster. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here's Haskins. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Looking to throw, Haskins. And Latimer's got it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin 1st down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Haskins on 1st down. Flushed out right. Open man, here's Foster. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Check. Crunch. Crunch. Crunch the ball. Match box. Right. Ready. Go.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Check the backer, check the backer.
Throwing now is Haskins. There goes a deep ball in, and this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Darnold now to throw. This one caught by Crowder. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Key 26, key 26. Hey, switch gears.
Now Darnold. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the fourth.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
Bravo!
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Check 31, check the lady. Under 10, 10. Watch the shift.
Now it's Darnold. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
Mike 56. Hey, Alpha. 56. Don't get nervous.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
In your red, Eddie. Shit.
He'll look to throw, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
And this offense needs a touchdown. A field goal won't get it done in this situation. But after giving up back-to-back sacks, things are looking a little bit bleak.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Watch motion. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Ain't no such thing as a loss. Man, 80.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
It's going to be a long touch.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. They're on to the 4th quarter now, by the way, at Bank of America Stadium in Carolina. That one now a 2-touchdown advantage for the Panthers. If they hold on, it would be win number 10 for them on the year. On 1st down, this is Geis. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Ready. Not 1, 33. Push him back.
Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Redskins, it's a win they needed, if for nothing else in their sanity, as they move to 4-6. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.